This segment is sponsored by the Springfield Clinic. And speaking of the Springfield Clinic, in studio today we have Pete Stoll from Springfield Clinic. Today's topic is sports medicine. The showcase is this Saturday. It's a shootout, right?
It's a big shootout this Saturday at the BOS Center. We have all 10 CS8 teams playing in the shootout, but we're having 3 preliminary games with some of the smaller schools, Calvary Academy, Riverton, and New Berlin will take on opponents before the CS8 games tip off. Those games start at 9 o'clock. The CS8 games start at 1:30 and go until the finale, Southeast versus Jacksonville at 7:36 games, or I'm sorry, 8 games, $6.
Okay.
Stay all day if you want. We also have a kids area, and they're even going to have a shooting contest between each game for $25,000. That's sponsored by our friends over at Staff Carpet.
A lot of people come out for this, I'm sure, for that reason too.
Absolutely.
Talk about why it's so necessary to have something like this. Why do you guys hold this?
Well, Springfield Clinic is part of the Springfield community and the Central Illinois community.
Yeah.
And we have clinics, of course, in many of these communities. We have athletic trainers at many of these schools. This is just part of what we do to give back to the community. It brings all of the CS8 teams together under one roof for everybody to see what the upcoming basketball season is going to look like.
We always see, the players out there playing, but oftentimes we don't see the athletic trainers behind the scenes working to make sure that the athletes are in tip-top shape and that everybody's doing the athletes are doing something productive and it's not going to hurt them in the long run. Talk a little bit about why it's so important to have that presence there.
Well, athletic trainers are licensed healthcare professionals. We work very well with our physicians, with our athletes, with our physical therapists and so forth to make sure that the athletes, as you said, stay in tip-top shape. If they do get hurt, we can do rehabilitation, not only at the clinics, but at the schools, so it keeps them at the school and not driving all over doing therapy and so forth. We can do pre-game taping and evaluations. We can do post-game evaluation if needed. So the athletic trainers we have at each school are those healthcare professionals that bridge the gap from the athlete to the physician.
Okay, and real quick, tell us about where the event is and when, one more time.
BOS Center this Saturday, starting 9 a.m., finishing up with the last game at 7:30, $6 admission fee. The Springfield Clinic Sports Medicine, Sports Radio 1450 Shootout.
All right, thank you, Pete, so much for
Thank
that. I
you.
appreciate it. All right.